What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Kels Nettles. And I have a question for you guys. How do you respond to negative people, angry people, bitter people, people that always want to throw shade your way, people that always want to try to come at you? How do you respond to these kind of people, right? Now, it depends on where you stand, right? If I'm on this side and I'm of the world, I'm gonna handle it different, right? Say this is the wall, I'm on this side, I'm of the world, I'm gonna handle it differently. My first reaction is to get you, right? Like automatically, you come for me, I'm coming for you, right? But then if you on this side of the wall, right, and you're a woman of God, man of God, you gotta handle it differently, right? You gotta handle it according to the word, right? So now this is a question for my fellow Christians, right? How do you handle it? Because people are always gonna come after people, right? No matter whether you're of the world, whether you're saved, no matter poor, rich, no matter where you stand in life, people are always gonna try to come for you, right? But when you're of the world, you react however you want to react, right? But when you're saved and you're a man of God, you're a woman of God, you're expected to handle it differently, right? So now this is me. I'm struggling with this right now, right? At work, people coming for me. Real talk. Personal life, people throw shade my way, right? Now, I've always been a loving person. Even before I found Christ, I would rather love on you than to come at you, than to throw shade your way. I take a lot of BS from people. Real talk, right? It's like some people, you throw one jab, it's over. You keep hitting me, and I keep coming back because I've always been a loving person, a forgiving person, right? But some people don't know when to stop. Some people won't stop until you nip it in the butt, right? But as a woman of God, I'm struggling with this because I don't know how to react. A part of me is like, my tolerance level is low now because I've taken so much that I'm just like, I'm over it. But then it's just like, I can't handle it like I would as if I'm a part of the world, because I'm not. I have to handle it according to this, right? But my first reaction, I struggle with it because my first reaction is not this. It's not this. My first reaction now is, I want to come for you, right? You trying to play me, I want to play you back. You hurt me, I want to hurt you back. But it's not the way to live. That's not the way that we should be living our lives, right? So, this past week, I reached out to somebody and I asked for a favor, right? It's just a whole bunch of things going on. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with people who are bitter and angry, right? And I'm like, I thought back to the saying, hurt people. And it's real. Like, misery loves company. All these sayings are true. When people are unhappy, right? And people are bitter and miserable, a lot of times they can't see it themselves, right? A lot of times they can't even see their actions, but everybody else on the outside around them sees it, and they don't see it. You could tell them like, yo, blah, 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 and they just don't see it. So the question is, how do you handle these kind of people, right? So I said I was angry and I wanted to react a certain way, right? But I had to take a step back and say, that's not the way you should handle it, Kels. So what I had to do, I had to go to the word, right? And this is what I found. Okay. Where was it at? Boop, boop, boop. Okay. It says Matthew chapter 5, verse 38, and so on, right? It says, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, don't resist an evildoer. On the contrary, if one slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. What? Y'all ain't listening. As for the one who wants to sue you and take away your shirt, let him have your coat as well. Are y'all listening? You get slapped, I gotta turn the other cheek so you can slap my other cheek, right? You ask for my shirt. Not only do I give you my shirt, but I give you my jacket too. Oh Lord, y'all ain't listening. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him too. Give to the one who asks you, and don't turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. Okay, it's about to get real right now. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. What? Bitter people, right? Angry people try to throw shots at you, throw jabs at you. Love your enemy. Love those who persecute you. What? Okay. For he causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. For if you love those who love you, what reward will you have? Don't even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what are you doing out of the ordinary? What? Of course you can love your fellow brother, your fellow sister, and your homeboy, and your homegirl, and your bestie, and your boo, and your bae, right? Of course you can love them, because y'all on the same page, right? But can you love somebody who throwing shots at you, throwing jabs at you? Can you love that person? Oh man, not again. Wait, man. Don't even the Gentiles do the same. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Alright, I think that's about it. What? So that right there is what I had to use to get by, because people constantly come at us all the time. It's like me as a friend, I go above and beyond, right? And lately people have been telling me this. The way I see friendship, the way I value friendship, other people don't. I can't hold other people to the values that I hold on friendship, right? I look at friendship and I say, I do this, That person may just do but I do and I expect them to do but they just do So what happens to the other right? Love, right? I always say an eye for, not I always say, but the saying that I heard is so true. An eye for an eye makes the world blind. Like, somebody comes at you, right? You come at them. How is it making the situation right? How are you any better than that person? You're not. So, the moral story is love. People come at you, love. People throw shots at you, love. People want to throw jabs at you, love. Right? People trying to come at you, love. That's the answer, that right there. So, I feel like, even though I'm tired of being this nice person and this good-hearted person, and no matter how many times you come at me and try to play me, I'm still gonna have your back. I'm still gonna ride out with you, right? Of course, there's a line that I have to draw, right? But I'm still gonna be who I am, because I personally can't change. That's not in my nature. I'm not a hateful person. That's not in my blood, kid. That's not in my blood, right? So that passage that I just read holds it down, right? If you're struggling with that, Matthew 5. Verse 38 and so on. I don't know where I started reading. It's your girl, Kels. Salute!